Hello students, welcome to all. From last lecture, we are dealing with existentialism in literature. In first part, we discussed about the contribution of Kierkegaard and other writers like Franz Kafka and Edgar Allan Poe. In this lecture, we will discuss the contribution about Albert Camus. Albert Camus was a French Algerian philosopher, journalist, and author who is generally described as an existentialist writer. He started to his career as a journalist and he is also known as playwright and actor in Algeria. He worked for an anti-colonist newspaper while he was a journalist, and he also wrote about poverty in Algeria. From 1944 to 1947, he worked as editor in chief of the Combat, which was an important underground newspaper. Millions faced the horrors of Nazi regime. They saw the unprecedented slaughter of his war, and nobody could accept the human beings have a purpose or a rational meaning. Wars, famine, starvation. On the one side, there are some people who are starving. On the other side, there are some people who live in luxuriousness. It is beneficial to focus on Camus' masterpiece, The Stranger, to understand his philosophy. The main character of the novel is Meursault, who is considerably passive in his novel. Camus successfully fictionalizes his key concept, or in other words, the absurd. According to Albert, Camus' life is absurd and full of unfairness. Albert Camus novels typically represent characters caught up in a situation and systems will beyond their control. In The Stranger, the protagonist Meursault almost randomly commits a murder on the beach, yet seems to lack deep human feelings. The prevailing themes of the novel are isolation and ostracism, and the sense of being insignificant within the largest systems of society. The absurd and the isolated nature of human existence is definitely a recurring theme for Camus. In the myth of Sisyphus, 1942, Albert Camus uses the analogy of the Greek myth of Sisyphus to exemplify the pointlessness of existence, but shows that Sisyphus ultimately finds meaning and purpose in his task simply by continually applying himself to it. According to Camus, when an individual is longing for order to collides with the real world's lack of order, the result is absurdity. Human beings are therefore subjects in an different, ambiguous and absurd universe in which meaning is not provided by the natural order but rather can be created by human actions and interpretations. There is another name worth nothing in existentialist literature, which is Samuel Beckett. He is Waiting for Godot, one of the most absurdist plays. Humanity struggled to overcome new challenges. Samuel Barclay Beckett was an Irish playwright, novelist, poet, and theme director who had notable experimental and innovative works in both English and French. His plays had made him one of the most important figures of theatre of the absurd, in movement which offers its audience the idea of existentialism and the theme of the absurd. The themes like lack of rationality of the way of people live and the quest for meaning of human existence are handled in the play very artfully. Samuel Beckett reflects the ideas of absurdity and existentialism skillfully in his masterpiece Waiting for Godot. Simone de Beauvoir, an important existentialist who spent much of her life alongside Sartre, wrote about feminist and existential ethics in her works, including The Second Sex 1949 and The Ethics of Ambiguity 1947. Simone de Beauvoir 1908 to 1986 wrote scholarly and fictional works that popularized existential themes such as dread, boredom, alienation, the absurd, freedom, commitment, and nothingness. Kierkegaard saw rationally as a mechanism humans use to counter the existential anxiety. The fear of being in the world, Sartre saw rationally as a form of bad faith and attempt by the self to impose structure on a fundamentally irrational and random world of phenomena. This bad faith hinders us from finding meaning in freedom and confines us within everyday experience. Kierkegaard also stressed that individuals must choose their own way without an of universal objective standards. Friedrich Nietzsche further contended that the individual must decide which situations are to count as moral situations. Thus, most existentialists believe that personal experience and acting on one's own convictions are essential in arriving at the truth, and that understanding of a situation by someone involved in that situation is superior to that of a detached objective observer. So friends, the 20th century greatest existentialist thinker was undoubtedly Frenchman Paul Sartre. Uniquely, Sartre was the only person to ever decline the Nobel Prize in Literature award. He was a life of committed to activism and the advancement of social causes. In the NASA, Sartre tells that the story of an academic who becomes aware of the intense singularity of his own existence. This leads to the realization of complete freedom but also complete isolation in the novel. This freedom is terrifying. The title explains perfectly the feelings of the protagonist when confronted with his